Hi everyone, it's Apple, come back at you. Okay, so alright, this is going to be prelude to another video that I'm going to be putting up, which is my apple picking vlog. Okay, so something happened to me on this apple picking vlog, and I don't know, this was actually a month ago, so whatever. But it kind of sucks that I had this experience because it was like literally at a time where I was still feeling like kind of really depressed and just not really happy. And I know I'm not gonna like continuously talk about how I was, you know, because I was away for like so long and I've been so depressed. I'm not gonna continuously talk about that, but yeah. So let me see if I can turn this around a little bit so you guys can see me a little better. How's that? A little better? Okay. Yeah, so anyways, I went apple picking with my family, and I was so happy. I was just trying to get into better spirits, and I was actually pretty happy that day. It was a nice, it was perfect temperature. It did rain, but I'm so used to that. It was in the rain, kind of like, not really rain season, but it's just ever since last year I went apple picking and it rained as well. But anyways, it was okay. It was alright. It was fine. So anyways, I was kind of happy because like they actually had the grill open, so I was really super thrilled about that. Super thrilled because like I went what was it, last year? I don't know. It was one of those times where they had the grill open, and then they had cheeseburgers, hamburgers, they had chili dogs, they had chili, they had those things. And I was just really happy because it tastes actually really good. The chili was good, but it wasn't as hot because like it literally just opened, so I don't think that it got to the point where it can get hot enough. So I was like, it tastes good anyways. It was like it was warm enough. But anyways, the thing was, I was standing in line with my kids. My kids were behind me. I was standing in front of them. And I was just having a chit chat with my oldest son. And then I had turned around and there was this woman who looked, I don't know, she looked like she had ADHD. She just seemed like, you know, kind of like, you know, like, I don't know. It was just like really weird. You ever see somebody who has ADHD, they can't like stand still. They look kind of like I don't know, nervous or what, I don't know. It was a little awkward to the point where I noticed her. I paid attention. And I'm the type of person that's kind of oblivious to people around me. If you don't, like, if I don't see anything strange happening, like, I'm totally oblivious. I'm in my own head. I'm in my own life. I'm focusing on the people that I'm with, whatever, right? But this woman was acting such a fool, like, just, I don't know. She looked really out of place, bouncing around, I don't know. So I'm like kind of looking at her, not in a way like to be rude or anything. I just noted, I took notice of her, right? So she kept on looking in my direction, and then like then I've noticed the grand old purse snatching. Okay, so she gets her purse and she snatches it and she tucks it in and she's like this. So apparently, long story short, the woman was clearly a racist. Okay, she was a racist. She saw all these white people and then she saw us. Okay, and clearly we like look Puerto Rican or something, right? Dominican or whatever. And I don't know. Apparently she was really nervous with me standing behind her, and she was just really being antsy. She just didn't care. Not one iota of care was given. That I felt uncomfortable. She was making me feel very uncomfortable. So I kind of just like, I don't know. She grabbed my attention, which I freaking hate because I'm trying to enjoy my day. And, you know, yeah, like it did hurt my feelings. It really hurt my feelings. She didn't want me to get too close to her. She didn't want me, you know. So I stood closer to her. Yes, I did. I was just like, so you want me to not stand close to you? I'll stand closer to you. Like, she's like, oh, then she's standing in like circles and stuff like that. I know I shouldn't have done that, but like she was pissing me off. Like, I'm like, ugh. I'm probably one of the nicest people that you're going to meet, and I don't want your money. I have my own money. I probably have more money in my pocket than you brought to this whole freaking apple picking thing. Trust and believe me, I don't, it's just so annoying. So then I get to the hot dog, sorry, then I get my stuff, right? I don't see her in sight, and I'm still a little like upset that I had to experience that. Like, nobody wants, especially on a day where it's like family day, and this is like the day that you all come together and you're supposed to have like this grand time. Not have to deal with, Mrs. Deck over there, and I'm sorry to like say that, but like, she's really pissed me off. But I still didn't see her in my vicinity. Like, she wasn't around. So I went to the condiment stand. I wanted to put some ketchup on my little son's hot dog. Actually, all of our foods, Then there she comes, right? She's like, there's like two sets up of condiments of the same thing. And she's like over to the other one. Somebody was using one, and then there she was, right? She was like standing on the hill or something. This woman was weird. I don't know. Like, she was like, I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I was trying to figure her out. I was just trying to figure her out. And I think that like when you go through a racist experience like that, you try to rationalize why somebody's acting so out of the usual. I just found her to be like extremely eccentric, but she was what she was doing, and there was nothing I can do. But I wasn't gonna go not put condiments on my food to not enjoy it. I spent a lot of money on this food. Anyway, so I'm standing there. So she turns to me. She was like, so are you gonna, what are you doing? Like, so basically she wanted to know, are you gonna stand there? Are you standing there to like see how you can rob me? That's like basically what she was saying. Like, the way that like she was just really nervous around me. I'm like, do I look a certain way? Like, I don't know. It was just odd as all crap, okay? And she was making me feel really uncomfortable. And me being me, like, if you say me being me, like, if you say something nice to me, or if you try to, like, even if it's fake, like, I show you the same respect, you know what I mean? So she turns her head to me, like, nervously. She's like, so, are you waiting to use the ketchup? You can go over there, like, are you waiting for the ketchup? Like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting for the ketchup. Like, sometimes you ever like experience something and then you look back and you play that story out in your mind and you're like, why didn't you tell that bitch off? Like, why did you do that? Like, I would have like whipped up my camera and be like, you know what? So hi everyone, like, this is Apple at the apple fields at the orchards. And here I am trying to enjoy my meal, and yeah, so here's a racist person here, like, she's making me feel really uncomfortable. Why is it that I have to experience anything like this? Like, I'm like thinking of, like, later down when I came home, I'm thinking of all these scenarios what I could have done or what I could have said, but no, I responded like, oh, I'm waiting for the condiments. Yes, I am. So she was like, oh, well, you can get over there, like, why are you standing near me? Like, she didn't say that, but like, she just looked really uncomfortable. And then I think like she only put half the condiments on there. She goes behind me, like, it's like this little hill. I don't know, like, it was like a little hill. She's standing on the hill waiting for me to finish up with the condiments so she can swoop back in and finish. Like, I'm literally saying this, right? I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling the best I can right now about myself, and like just feeling like, and I just need this experience. Why? Like, I don't have like too many racist experience. I don't, like, not too many bothered me like that. Maybe because I was just going through a funk, and so this really bothered me more so than it should. But anyways, I took all my food, and then I went over to these picnic tables that they had set up. There she is. I don't know how she got in front of me, but there she is, sitting at the picnic table behind me. And apparently she came here with her husband. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Apparently she came with her husband, and she also had like her son. Now, this is really odd because, like, her husband, I don't know, he had a little pigmentation to him. I don't know. Like, I literally don't know where he's coming from, but it wasn't too many. He wasn't too, like, dark, but it was more like Italian. You ever, like, the Italian olive skin, I think they call it? Like, just like a little darker, like, Italian almost. Or he could have been like Lebanese or something like that. I don't know, but I was just like, that's odd. You're married to somebody who's like clearly like he's not from this country, and if he is, whatever, right? But like he's clearly like something else. Like, why are you coming? I'm lighter than your husband is. Like, I'm not. Like, what's your problem? It was just weird. And so I am like giving her like looks. I'm keep on looking around, which pisses me off. Like, again, I'm going to say this again because I wanted to focus on my family on family day. That's what I wanted to do. This woman was stripping me away of my experience. It was pissing me off. Anyway, so I had whipped up my camera because like I did record the vlog. I have this orchard apple picking experience. I'm going to have this out actually next after this video, even though it's like a month old or whatever. But I had whipped my camera out. Yes, I did. But I was trying to record myself, but I put it in a way, like I propped up the camera. You're not going to, I looked through my footage. You don't see her, so I don't know. But I feel like her husband is used to, listen, okay? Because when I propped up the camera on top of my purse, and my Cuba purse, which by the way I really love. I should have brought it out here. It's like a hobo like purse. It's like in a hobo style, but it's all 100% leather. It costs like $400. I didn't pay that much for it. I found it at Goodwill. It's like such a good buy. I'm so happy with that. Anyways, to get back to the story. So anyways, I propped it up on my Cuba purse, right? My camera. So they see me like, oh, she's recording, whatever. The husband wasn't looking at me weird. The husband was like looking like, okay, like he's like clearly seeing that I'm paying attention. I swear to God, the husband knows that this wife is used to doing this to other people, because like it seemed like he wasn't looking at me like in any way weird. It was more like my wife is up to it again. Like she's up to it again. Just, you know, he was just like looking at her like, get your stuff together. Like he's upset with her because like clearly he knows like he had this experience with her before. Like, do you understand? Like, I'm good at reading people, so it was definitely that he didn't look at me in a weird way or anything like that. He clearly, like, I know I'm repeating myself, but he clearly put that attention to her. Like, what did you do now? Like that type of thing. And he's just like he kind of exhaled like. Just, you know, like, get your stuff together. I'm hearing him, like, say those things, and the other things were muffled, but he's just like, just get your stuff together. Like he's annoyed with his wife, because she clearly looks still weird, jittery, and, like, looking at me, like, and, like, her back should have been towards us. The way that the benches are, she should have been facing her husband, but no, she turns back in a position to stare at us. That's when the husband looked kind of pissy at her, like there you go again, Doris. Like, what are you doing? Let's go. Like, I had that feel that he had that interaction with her, like, let's go. You're always causing problems everywhere we go. Like, so that kind of made me feel better. It kind of made me feel better. So, I don't know, like, so that was, like, my little story time. Like, after that, like, I did feel a little, I did feel like I was able to get back to my family, but I was still thinking about it. And, like, yeah, it did bother me, like, when I got home, because, like I said, when you're not feeling, like, up to par, you're not feeling your 100%, you're feeling kind of, like, down in the dumps, like, no, down in the dumps, you know. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I kind of like play things over in my head, like, oh, and try to make myself feel better. It's like to rationalize the situation. And I'm just like, you know, it takes all, I don't know what, so many different things I could have said. Like, one of the things I said, like, damn, what happened to her she must have like been seriously, she could have been like a total douche, and she's just racist just to be a racist, you know. But I'm like trying to rationalize, and I'm like trying to tell myself like she must have experienced something so foul, so heinous. Maybe somebody robbed her and they looked like me. Maybe they were Puerto Rican. Like, well, I'm not Puerto Rican, by the way, but like I look it, so that's why I always say. Sorry, I don't want this to be like blurry, but like I'm like, somebody did something really foul to her. Somebody who looks like me, you know. And so now she's a racist. Now she's like, everywhere she goes, she sees somebody with my color or my features. You know, like I have like a white nose, like full lips. I don't know. Because I'm like trying to like feel better about it. You know, like maybe she was just really, maybe she didn't take her medication. I don't know. Like none of that shit worked. I was just really upset. The only thing that helped was like time heals all, and I just got over it. But yeah, it's just like anyways, so that was like that. So anyways, I'm gonna be happy having that vlog up soon for you guys. I hope that you really like it. Apple picking. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how long I've been talking. Anyways, do you like my earrings, you guys? Just like little bows. I got it from Primark. $3. That's like a whole bunch of earrings on this one paper, cardboard paper. I only paid $3.50 there. They had like, so these are like a rose gold color, and the other ones I got were like silver. I really love them, both of those colors. So yeah, so I wore my red shirt with a rose gold. So I thought that would look really good together. So I am going to wrap it up for you today. Love everybody. So that's my story time. Okay,